Okay, so I have one more thing to get done this weekend to help with climate proofing our house and making Tommy's area of the living room a little cooler, and hopefully the rest of our house as well. These are all things that I can do for the most part. So the next thing I'm going to do is paint this black door a different color. Because it's black, it absorbs more of the sun, and it is making this room unbearably hot. If you've watched our older videos, then you also know we painted the outside of the house a dark green. That was also a mistake because that's almost black. So I'm not going to paint the outside of the house today because it's like 107 out there. But I am, in the comfort of the air conditioning, going to repaint this black door. I'm going to start by applying some Kills because it is black and the color I chose is light. So I want to make sure I get the best coverage. So I'm going to put some Kills on this first, then I'll be back. Alrighty, well, no more black door. Got the Kills on there. Now I just have to leave the door open so it can dry, because if I close it, it's going to mess up it's going to stick and mess up the paint. That's the only downside to painting this door right now, but still trying to work on the heat that's coming in. So just one more day of this, and then tomorrow I can put the real color on there. So when this is dry, I'll be back. Alright, well, it takes Kills about an hour to dry, so it's dry enough, and now we're going for the color. So the color I chose is called Wave Runner. It's kind of a blue-green, and while it doesn't go very well with that dark forest green out there, we're going to be repainting that within the next week or so. So it'll make more sense with the neutral wheat. We're going to paint the color of the house. So there it is. And I'm going to get that onto the door. Okie dokie. There's the first coat. It's going to need a second coat, but this takes 2 to 4 hours to dry. In case you can't tell, it's just a pale blue-green. So I'm going to let this dry overnight, but I think this is going to be my happy medium. It's not white, but it's bright enough to repel, reflect, and not absorb that bright sunlight. So I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see what it looks like when it's actually dry. This is a satin finish, by the way. Alright, well, I am now getting ready to put the final coat on it. I don't think the color's really showing up well on camera, but I will show you why it needs a second coat. You can still see, like here, you can still see the black shining through. So let me get that last coat on. Looks better already, and the door's cooler already. And I finished painting the door. For those of you who were guessing the color, don't know if you can see in the picture or not, but it's like a Tiffany blue. I still have to paint this on the sides here, but that's a different color, and need to replace all of this weatherproofing, weather stripping, because that's original and nasty looking. But there's another project done. Now I get to paint the outside of the house so that it's no longer dark green, which kind of clashes with my new Tiffany blue door. We're going with neutral wheat on the outside of the house. It's not white, but it's not going to be almost a black dark green. So it will be an improvement. It's kind of my middle ground because I didn't want a white house. Let me show you the next project we're starting. On this side of the house, we have not painted the hardy yet. And I have to get this painted because we're going to be building a carport out over this side here. That'll come out like this and come down to help block the sun in the living room right here. So I've got to get this painted. So that's up next. So thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry nobody guessed right, but we do have our 2,000 subscriber giveaway coming up soon. Stay tuned for that.